Hey, what's up guys? So today we're going to be talking about a few new Yu-Gi-Oh things. So first off, of course, newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards are going to be coming out. We got new Meklords support, and that's pretty cool because I always thought this archetype just didn't have enough support. So if you're excited about an archetype getting some support, drop a like on this video. That definitely needed some, but real talk, where are the spider support? That archetype needs it more than anything else. Anyways, we're also going to be taking a look at some newer Rush duel cards because you guys know I really am interested in seeing where the Rush duel mechanic goes. Also, this is just a quick little note here that dual generation will be ending, but you know what we're going to do? Because this game is ending, some of you guys might not know about this Yu-Gi-Oh game. We're going to actually just do a playthrough. So if you guys are new here and you want to see what that dual generation is, drop a subscribe, turn on the notifications, and you'll see that very soon. But let's get into what most of you guys are here to check out, which is, of course, the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So, first off, here is the Meklord Astro Dragon. What the heck? They have a dragon now? Here's the artwork of it. It's got 3,000 attack. It is going to be a Dark Machine special summon effect. And anyways, what cannot be normal summoned or set must be first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 3 Meklord monsters with different names from your graveyard. Okay. And then the first effect is once per turn, when this card declares an attack, you can equip 1 monster from your opponent's extra deck to this card. Oh, this could work well in the Dragmas because you could just start taking their extra cards. That's actually very interesting. Then it would hit the graveyard too. For purposes later down the line. The second effect is it gains attack equal to the total attack of the monsters equipped to by its effect. The third effect is, well, this card is equipped with a synchro monster, it can attack monsters up to 3 times during the battle phase. That's pretty insane, considering it can gain an insane amount of attack and then it can attack multiple times. And pretty much most decks at this point are playing Savage Dragon, right? So that's going to be quite nice to have a huge OTK play, right? And it just has to declare that attack. I wish it had some type of effect where its summon could not be negated or something to protect itself before it like actually goes and makes it to the battle phase, because more than likely its effect would get negated or something would get stopped along the way. But next up, that we have the Meklord Nucleus Infinity Core, and here's the zoomed up artwork on it. It is going to be a level 1 dark with 0 attack and 0 defense, and it says you can only use this card's name first and third effects once per turn each, and its effect for the first effect is if this card is normal or special summon, you get to add a Meklord spell/trap card from your deck to your hand. The second effect is it cannot be destroyed by battle once per turn. The third effect is if this card is destroyed by a card effect, you get to special summon 1 Meklord Emperor from your hand or deck, ignoring its summoning conditions with a different attribute for the monsters you control. Also, for the rest of this turn, only 1 monster you control can declare attacks. Well, is this the Meklord Emperor? Unfortunately, this is not a Meklord Emperor. Because those ones are more the older Meklords. If you guys don't know what they do, they're supposed to be like an anti-synchro deck. Originally is what they were designed for. They would just like steal monsters and equip them to them. I think Granel or Weisel was like the 2 cards that did see a little bit of play. Some people would side deck them in, I believe, Plant Synchro-ish era. This is, again, a long time ago. It was never really like a super meta thing to do though. Anyways, pretty good effect over there, but again, it's more the legacy cards that it's bringing out. You want to bring out the better ones, right? Anyways, next up we have Meklord Armory Arsenal Obligado over here, and here's what he looks like. He's going to be level 4. He is a light with 1200 attack and 1800 defense points. And it says you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. The first part of it says during your main phase you can destroy this card, and if you do, special summon 2 Meklord Army monsters from your deck in defense position, except for a Meklord Army Arsenal of Obligado. But you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except for machine monsters. The second part of it says if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate this effect during the end phase and inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each Meklord monster you control. Okay, this effect is like meh, but being able to just go ahead and pop this, send it to the grave, get double monsters from your deck, instantly potentially having access to that super boss monster that just basically OTKs. Next up though, we have the Meklord Assembly, which is a continuous spell card that says you can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn, and you can only use the second and third effects of this card's name once per turn. And here's the zoomed up artwork on this. I believe it's either Granel or Weisel. Again, I want to say Granel, maybe in the artwork. We'll go over some of the older Meklords because it's been so long, and let's see if they have like really good synergy as well with these. But anyways, you can only activate a card with this card's name per turn. You can only use second and third effects of this card's name once per turn each. First effect is when this card resolves, add a Meklord monster from your deck to your hand. Instantly searches out anything. Really good. The second effect is you discard a card and then target a monster you control and destroy that monster. The third effect is if a face-up Meklord monster you control is destroyed by battle or effects, you can target one other face-up spell or trap on the field and destroy the card. Oh, if it was only like send one other face-up card on the field, or like just popping spell and trap is just not what I would consider the best options in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. You really just need some like non-targeting removal of monsters, sending to the graveyard, not like destroying it. Or even just being able to banish would be good. But next up we have Meklord Control, which is a quick play spell card that says you can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. The first effect is you get to target one Meklord monster you control. That monster's attack becomes equal to the total original attack of all Meklord monsters on your field, where your opponent takes no battle damage from battles involving that monster until the end of the turn. The second effect is if a Meklord monster you control would be destroyed by battle by card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like this ability as a quick play to be able to kind of survive, but I kind of like this ability more, and you'd have to already have it in your graveyard, which is the main reason why I would want to go ahead and use this card. Because again, that boss monster is really insane, but more likely your opponent would stop it midway through getting its effect or its summon, right? Next up though, we have the Cruel Mercy of the Meklord Astro, which is a normal trap card, and it says the first and second effects of this card's name can only be used once per turn. The first effect is to target 3 Meklord monsters in your graveyard, each with a different name. Either add those monsters to your hand or special summon ignoring its summoning conditions, but you cannot special summon monsters until the end of your next turn, except for machine monsters. What? That's insane. As long as you can get out that super Meklord, the one that where it's like actually really good, where it goes ahead, and if you can take a synchro monster and it can attack 3 monsters. I mean, if your opponent has something, I mean, if you're getting like, 5,000 plus attack, you just win game, right? That could be quite great for that. But the downside doesn't really matter, mostly in a Meklord deck. The second effect is if you control a Meklord Astro monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard to destroy one synchro monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. This is super anti-synchro deck, again, at the end of the day over here. And then we have reprints of Granel, YuGiOh, and Skill. I don't remember any of these cards. I'm going to have to bring this up because I want to kind of shortly talk about it, and then we'll get into the rest of the newer Yu-Gi-Oh cards because I don't remember Meklords that well. Meklord. There actually is quite a bit of Meklords over here. I'm going to swap overlays here so you guys can see it a little bit better. So there is a few Meklords. Oh gosh, they already added some of the newer ones. But like the main one that people did see, was it this one? Okay, this card gains 100 attack for each Meklord. Okay, that one doesn't matter. The only one was YuGiOh and Granel saw a little bit of play. But anyways, this effect was, cannot be normal summon set, must be special summoned by its own effect, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. So when a face-up monster you control is destroyed by a card effect sent to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. Other monsters you control can't attack, but once per turn you target a synchro monster and equip this to this card, it gains attack, and then once to the equipped monster by the effect, and once per turn during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell card, you just can negate it and destroy it. So this card, I did remember see some play over here. And then there was also Granel over here that had the effect where it can only be special summoned when a face-up monster you control is destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard. You just special summon this card from your hand, and then it gains attack and defense equal to half of your life points. So it would come at 4,000 potentially. And then once per you target synchro monster, you get to equip it, and then this card gains attack equal to the combined attack of the monsters equipped to it by its effect, and then you can target one of these equipped monsters and special summon that target to your side of the field in defense position. So it's kind of like a YuGiOh. You would take their monster potentially, unfortunately in defense position. YuGiOh, again, did see some play. I think it was also maybe Piper Chaos that saw play. There was Synchro Barons that would tech this in, and I believe Piper Chaos was the other deck that did utilize. I think it was just YuGiOh, but those are those cards. But nonetheless, I don't know if it's going to be making it anywhere near the meta. I mean, yeah, there's cool plays with, of course, the Meklord Astro Dragon, but I don't think it's going to be making an S tier deck. But let me know what you guys think of them so far down below. And in addition to that, we also have some more new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, this is just for Rush Duel. It's completely different. If you guys don't know what Rush Duels are, it's like speed. It's the OCG version of Speed Duels, basically their own version of a different way to play Yu-Gi-Oh. But anyways, let's look at some of the cards. We have Draconic Tenacity, normal trap card requirement. Activate when your opponent monster declares an attack. The effect is to choose one dragon type monster in your graveyard. The attacking monster loses 100 attack times the level of the monster chosen by this effect until the end the turn ends. Then return the chosen monster to the deck. This is actually an okay-ish card, but you actually have to go through a play. Anyways, but Rush Duels, you do go through the duel quite fast. So this is going to actually be a decent little card for the deck. There's not that many good trap cards in the Rush Duels as of right now. We got a... What the heck is this monster called? Wurwoosh? That's the actual name. Delivery Machine Wurwoosh. Rotom Wash levels of artwork Kappa. Anyways, level 1 Earth Machine, 0 to 100 vanilla, no effect, does it? Sound effect in Japanese. Oh, okay, that's the name of the card. Anyways, News Flash Machine Tough. Oh, new roids. Alright, level Earth Machine. Effect monster, 2300 attack, 1600 defense points. Requirement is activate by sending the top card of the deck to the graveyard. The effect is to execute the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck, and it gains 100 attack times the number of excavated monsters until the end of the turn. Then your opponent places the excavated cards on the bottom of the deck the order they desire. What? Okay, at first I was gonna say this is actually pretty good for like potential deck out, but then I'm like, never mind, because they get to put it back. All right, and then we have duplicate newspaper. Normal spell card, requirement none. Effect is special on one monster from your graveyard to your field face up that has the same card name as a monster, machine type on your field. The monster special summoned by this effect cannot attack directly, and its effect is negated. Oh, okay. I'll rip that idea for deck out. Anyways, next up we have the live on the scene or an accident has occurred. Normal trap card, activate when a defense position monster on your field is destroyed with battle, get it burned for 300. There is a burn kind of build with Rush Duels. It's not viable though at all. Anyways, it's just a side note over here. But and now back to you. What is it? Is this a news deck archetype? So normal trap card that says require when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can activate by sending one monster machine type from the hand to the graveyard. It's like 300 damage, then end the battle phase. If this was a continuous, it would be good, but since it's a normal trap card, I mean, it's 300 burn damage. It's so weak, and you have to send another one, so you have less stuff on the board. But anyways, next up we have Reporter. So I remember this card artwork. People have been drawing some quality memes with it. You guys can imagine with the girl in the middle. Anyways, we'll keep this family friendly, Kappa. Anyways, Reporter Soul, normal trap card. Requirement, activate when a face-up monster machine type on your field is destroyed by an effect during the opponent's turn. Choose one monster machine type in your graveyard, supposed to summon it to your field and face-up attack position. Okay. Honestly, I don't think any of these are going to be that viable at all, but you guys can let me know your thoughts on any of the new Meklords and stuff. And we'll get you guys gameplay very soon of these, because, I mean, it's really simple. Literally just summon one monster, pop, summon this, and hope that they have that one synchro monster, and they summon a bunch of monsters that have no negations, and then you're looking at an okay-ish deck. But we'll definitely get some OTKs in with this deck. Definitely very easy stuff to do indeed. So if you want to see that, and you're new here, subscribe, turn on that bell, and you'll see it very soon. We're also going to be doing that new Dual Generations playthrough, or just mess around with it for a little bit. I think it'll be kind of fun, you know, say goodbye to that Yu-Gi-Oh game. Press F in the comments below for that game. And if you guys want to see, or if you guys want to send in replays of any new Meklords or the Rush Duels, I don't think you can build a burn deck right now and make it very good, but if you want to send in replays of Rush Duels, I'd like to see it. I haven't really covered that much other than the first few duels that we showed off, because there's just simply not enough cards to really get going. But send me in some replays of new Meklords if you'd like to at AzneyesReplays@gmail.com to be featured on the channel. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.